Dear student, in this lecture we are going to learn about IEEE standards and local area network in link layer unit. What is IEEE standards? IEEE has standardized a number of local area network and metropolitan area network under the name of IEEE 802. In lanes, all the stations share the common cables is that media. Therefore, IEEE adopted three mechanisms of media access control. These are CSMA, token bus, and token ring. Thus, there are three protocols for MAC sublayers. So that first protocol is for, or we can say the IEEE standard 802.3 for Ethernet based on CSMA CD, and second one is 802.4, that is for token bus, and third is 802.5, that is for token ring. So first we are going to learn about IEEE standard 802.3. It's for Ethernet. IEEE 802.3 supports a LAN standard originally developed by Xerox and later extended by a joint venture between Digital Equipment Corporation, Intel Corporation, and Xerox. This was called Ethernet. So IEEE defines two categories as shown below. See these two categories here: baseband and broadband. So here the word base specify a digital signal, and the word broad specify an analog signal. IEEE divided the baseband category into five different standards. See these five different kind of standards. uh, 10 10 base 5, 10 base 2, 10 base t, 1 base 5, 100 base t. The first number 1, 0, 1, 100 indicates the data rate is Mbps, and the last number or letter 5, 2, 1 t indicates the maximum cable length or the type of cables. So if we are talking about broadband, so IEEE defined only one signification for the broadband category, 10 broad 36. Again, the first number 10 indicates the data rate, and the last number defines the maximum cable length. However, the maximum cable length restrictions can be changed using networking devices such as repeaters or bridges. So the Ethernet is a multi-access network, meaning that a set of nodes send and receive frames over a shared link. You can therefore think of an Ethernet or being like a bus that has multiple stations plugged it into it. And the Ethernet has its root in an earlier packet ratio network called Aloha. So in Aloha, the medium was atmosphere, while in Ethernet, the medium is coaxial cable. Now we are moving on token bus. So what is token bus? When we are talking about bus, that then we can see it's having multiple branches like that. So the IEEE 802.4 standard for media access control is known as token bus, and token bus combines features of Ethernet or token ring. It combines the physical configuration of Ethernet and the collision free features of token ring. And the token bus is a linear or tree shaped cable through which different stations are interconnected. See, this is the physical topology in token passing, and this is logical sequence of token passing. So each station known as its own identifier identification number and the identity of a station proceeding and following it. In the sequence number and the physical location of a station on the bus are not related to each other. Um, See, this is how the all our work. So, what are the operation that token bus performed? So, these are as follow. At any time, the station which holds a token only can transmit its data frames on the bus, and every frame contains sources and destination addresses. All the other stations are ready to receive these data frames. As soon as the transmission time of a station is over, it passes the token to the next station in the logical sequence, and the transmission is then taken over by the next station. In one cycle of an operation, each station will get an opportunity to transmit once, and the same station can get more number of chances to transmit in one cycle if more than one address are assigned to it. So this is all about token bus. Now we are moving on token ring. So token ring also a standard of IEEE 802.5, and the network access mechanism used by CSMA CD is not infallible and may result in collisions. So that's why we are using token ring, and the station may attempt to send data multiple times before a transmission makes its own the link. This redundancy may create delays of intermediate length, and its traffic is heavy. There is no way to predict either the occurrence of collision or the delay proceed by the multiple station attempting to capture the link at the same time. That's why token ring resolve these certainty by requiring that a station takes turn sending data, and each data may transmitted only during its turn and may send only one frame during each turn. And the mechanism that coordinate this rotation is called token passing. And a token is a simply frame that is passed from station to station around the rings, and a station may send data only when it has possession of the token. So note that token ring allow each station to send one frame per turn, and this is how it works. See, we are passing a token from B to A, and then A to C, and then C to D, like that. So every station have a chance to pass data. Now we are moving on our next topic, that is local area network LAN. So stands for local area network and is pronounced as LAN. A LAN is a network of connected device that exist with a specific location. LANs may be founded in homes, offices, educational institutions, or other areas. A LAN may be wired, wireless, or a combination of two. A standard LAN use Ethernet to connect devices together. Wireless LANs are typically create using a Wi-Fi signal. If a router support both Ethernet and a Wi-Fi connection, it can be used to create a LAN with both wired and wireless devices. So types of LAN is most residential lanes use a single router to create the network and manage all the connected devices. The router acts as a central connection point and enable devices such as computer, tables, like that. So a computer may also be the central access point of a lane, and in this setup the computer acts as a server providing connected machines with access to file and program located on the server. It also includes LAN software used to manage the network.